Hello friends, welcome back. Last video we were doing the switching moves at the town of Prairie. We have the train put back together where the passengers have gotten on to the passenger car onto the train, and we're going to do the run from Prairie to the town of Payne. And before we start up, I want to point out the locomotive on this train is a GP7 type. GP stands for General Purpose. It was built in 1947. The Electromotive Works, a subsidiary of General Motors Corporation. Don't know why it's a GP7, because that was the first model they made. There is no GP1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And the second model they made was a GP9, and there is no GP8. So I have questions. Anyway, we'll get this started and go on the run. Now, people are wondering maybe why I call this the Payne Suphren Railroad. Now, it has to do with the Payne came from having a pretty strict budget of about between $35 and $45 a month to spend on the equipment and the buildings. Now, the buildings were about $25 to $35 price range, and most of them were kits that I had to put together and paint and do all that. And I had an hour here and an hour there that I did that with, so a lot of them took an entire month to put together for the most part. And the engines, well, the one that's running cost about around $60, I think, 60, 65. That's the most expensive one. The other two engines, the other two steam engines that I have, you'll be seeing in later videos, were in the $40, $50 range. But anyhow, so I had to save up sometimes for 2-3 months to get what I wanted. And the Suphren came in because it took so long to put these buildings kits together. So, interestingly, there is a Payne, Ohio, spelled P-A-Y-N-E, and there's a Suphren, New York, S-U-F-F-E-R-N. That's kind of interesting to discover them after I named the railroad. So these towns are considered to be roughly 25 miles apart. And that's a little history of how these towns got named and how the railroad got named. And we're pulling into Payne. Alright, so this is Bob, Grandpa Bob signing off. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And I'm signing off, leaving on track 1.